Very interesting indeed, Stuart, to see how it all pans out tactically, as it always is in Serie A.
Yeah, watch out for the runs of Callejon, watch out for the runs of Insigne. Straight away you can see Napoli going to be on the front foot. Gulam is probably the best attacking left-back in the...
Benevento after this. Chance to lay down a marker. But here's Verdi for Bologna. And still on he goes, and there's his shot, and it's not far wide.
Well, there's some really good tackles going on in that midfield. They won the ball back, Bologna. He was always going to go down the outside. That's where the space was. He took his time getting out there. A couple of step-overs. Kusai showing him the outside. He took it eventually. Just screws his shot wide of that far post. Just put in 2 or 3 players in the line of Pepe Reina here.
Up steps Verdi, and that's a fantastic save by Pepe Reina.
Well, he must just get his fingertips to this. It hits the crossbar as well. This is creeping in, I think. Really good free kick. Does he get his fingertips to it? Yes, he does, I think. That's just going underneath the crossbar. That's why the Napoli defenders...
Mazzina finds himself a long way forward, and now it breaks for Rodrigo Palacio. Oh, and a good ball over, that's turned into, and there's the opener, or is it? No. Mazzina in an offside position. It won't count. It remains 0-0.
Well, did he need to make the touch? It's a really good deep cross. Di Francesco coming round the back. Hits it. He is in an offside position. Was it going in at the far post?
The yellow card shown, I think, for blocking Sassuolo. The last away defeat in the league, 29th of October 2016 at Juve. Here's Mertens. Was he fouled there? Was he impeded? Well, now...
Hasn't quite got that blistering pace that he once had.
Kraft, that was a good first touch, and there's movement in front of him as well. And the flag has stayed down. It was Destro with the shot. It was straight at Reina. Well, finally the flag does go up, but it was rather belated.
Well, I'm not sure about this. They really took a gamble here, the 2 centre-backs. Oh, it's a tight one, but eventually, the right call from the assistant referee. We're talking about inches. There's the turn from Verdi, who's looked a good player.
Oh, and this could be an opportunity here on the counter-attack for Bologna. It's Verdi, Destro and Di Francesco further forward. It's in towards Destro! And it's deflected and cleared almost off the line by Koulibaly.
Oh, what a good pass from Verdi to Destro.
Insigne has movement at the back post from Jose Callejon. Well, it's a trademark Napoli goal that we've seen over and over and over again, but it's still so hard to stop. And they lead in Bologna.
Well, throughout the first half, Callejon was making those runs, and he was brilliantly marked by Messina. On this occasion, Messina sees it. I think he can get his head on it. He's onside, and then he starts to go towards it. He just misjudged the flight of the ball. He did everything right, the left back, and then misjudged the flight of the ball. And it's an easy finish from Callejon. Down at the goalkeeper, through the goalkeeper's legs. What a pass it is from Insigne, though. Perfect delivery, perfect run from Callejon. And you can see on the face of Messina, so frustrated. He's done brilliantly all game to mark Callejon. One moment where he loses concentration or loses
again, and gets it back again. Kusai to strike it. Very least achieve a mid-table finish. I guess the more optimistic of their supporters might say, well, can we not have a push for Europe? But it's been won back here by Mertens, and it's a chance maybe for him to make it 2, and he does. Of course he does. It's Dries Mertens. His second league goal of the season, and maybe that's curtains for Bologna. It was all of their own making, really, but you can't give that man a sniff. Mertens gets the second, and Bologna trail 2-0.
Well, Pulgar's had a very poor few seconds, loses the ball. Great closing down from Mertens. He's still got the pace to get away from his man. I'm not sure he's meaning to play that through the legs of the goalkeeper. He was always stretching for it, doesn't even look, just hits it. What a goal from Dries Mertens. The energy to close down, the determination to get away from his man, and the finish. And that's what it means to the Bologna fans. They know it's the end for them in this game.
Well, what a time he is having in his career. At the age of 30, Dries Mertens is undoubtedly playing the that Napoli must overcome in that respect. Juve's 341 million revenue in 2016, of course, dwarfs Napoli's. But it's Gulam now on the attack. Can they make it three? It's Jose Callejon looking for a second, and it is three for Napoli. And it's Zielinski on as a second-half substitute, who certainly now ends the game as a contest. Bologna 0, Napoli 3.
The decision-making was superb by all the players involved. Yeah, he can have a little wry smile. Gulam breaking forward. There's the clever pass back to him. He's going to shoot with his right foot. Times the pass perfectly. Callejon drags the goalkeeper towards him. Two players go back to the line, and then he cuts it back. Zielinski. Well, it somewhat flatters them 3-0. You have to admire their professionalism. They've had to work hard to break down Bologna, but once they've earned the right to play, they've been totally dominant in the last 15-20 minutes.